Hello everybody and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about whether you should summon on Venti's rerun, and it's complicated. As always, if you find yourself enjoying this video, can you guys please subscribe. Currently we're at 222 subs, so I'll notice if you subscribe. Thank you. And yeah, so Venti, he's really good occasionally. I'm gonna go show you when he's not good though. Venti's really good and sometimes he's really great. He has a direct replacement, however. I don't really even know what team that he goes on, because Venti, really, he goes on any team that you need him to, because he's your 4 slot. It's like Zhong or Ito, Zhongli, and Goro, and then you put Venti on there. That's how it goes. You could just put Venti on any team you need to. I think I'm gonna actually switch this up and do this. So let's do this. I think you could probably remove Zhongli, but we'll just do this for the sake of protection. So this isn't like a great showing, but this is a problem with Venti. Like, he's great for clearing some domains, but then he's awful for clearing others, and I'm gonna show you why. So Electro Slimes and a giant guy who also is affected by Electro. And then immediately, it's all just Electro that you get affected by. Raiden was not a good choice for this, I just realized. But, there's the problem with Venti. Yeah, he's really good. But if you're fighting enemies that are affected with an element, it kind of already decides what element you're getting that Red Shred doesn't really go through. And you're really just, you'll end up having some troubles. Hehowever, there's a character, Kazuha. He is a direct replacement for Venti, and honestly, he's getting his rerun soon. Kazuha is getting his rerun soon, right? Because we have gotten Venti, Tartaglia, Zhongli, now all have 3 reruns, or 3 banners that have been out. And then we've also had a rerun for Albedo, Ganyu, Zhao, Hutao, Eula, and Raiden and Kokomi. And then the next update, we're also getting Ayaka. So we have 5 characters currently who have not gotten a rerun. Kazuha, Yoimiya, Ito, Shinha, and Yaemiko. Yaemiko just came out, so did Shinha. I feel like those definitely are getting a rerun. Ito, if he gets a rerun, why are they doing that? Kazuha is the character who needs the rerun. Like, he's been out for almost a whole year. That's how long he's been out, and it's just like they're shrugging their shoulders like, what? Kazuha exists? Huh? They're avoiding him because Kazuha, they've actually messed up with Kazuha, because this ability has proven to be a great buff to every single character. But not to mention the fact that it also comes along with an Anemo set that gives 40% resistance, like, reduction. So you're just doing massive amounts of damage, and Kazuha's buffing your character, and then he's also doing massive amounts of damage. So you really just, there's no reason to summon on Venti. Like, if they had Venti after Kazuha, I feel like I could say, oh yeah, it's okay to summon. But they're literally about to rerun this character, and it is the most obvious thing. And I want to preface this also, Venti is going to look really good when he's out, because Venti is going to have a whole bunch of lightweight enemies in Spiral Abyss. Spiral Abyss is going to change as soon as the next update. This is not a thing that is gonna happen. Like, he's not gonna be frequently useful. Venti's not frequently useful. I don't use Venti all that often in Spiral Abyss. Very, very rarely. And I only really use them on floor 9 and 10, which are very easy floors anyways. And they've started adding bosses into Spiral Abyss, which is just, Venti's not useful for any of them. You're looking at just a character who is the direct replacement. And also, Kazuha has sort of the problem, but he doesn't have much of the problem, where the characters are affected with an element already, but we just, pop Bennett down, and then we pop Kazuha's Q, and then it's great. Everything's fine. Like, we hit with Pyro, it's decent. Now, this is also going to be a problem if you're using Raiden Shogun or something like that, because it's not going to be affected with Electro. Maybe if there's a character who's not affected by an element, you could use Raiden Shogun's E skill, and then Kaza's Q, and then Bennett's Q, and then you switch back into Raiden, and hopefully that'll work. I don't really know. I'm not really too familiar with how sensitive his absorption for elements are, so I'm not really too familiar with that. Venti's very sensitive. Venti, basically, as soon as his E skill's done, or as soon as his E skill's up, it's already absorbed. Just yeah, so I'm assuming it's gonna be like that. I think we're looking at the worst rerun placement of all time. Like, because Klee's gonna get a rerun, I imagine. What I think is gonna happen is Klee is gonna get her rerun along with Kazuha, and then we're gonna have another character, and then we're gonna get Yoimiya and Ito with something like that as the next update, and then we're gonna get Shinha and Yamiko. Obviously, they could do one rerun, but typically they've been doing 2 reruns from now on, which I really think is good. But it's just, what's the point of summoning on Venti? I as a person who owns Venti, after I summoned on Venti, I used him in Spiral Abyss. He looked great, and then afterwards, I never used him again. Like, he's really good still when there's light enemies, but none of us can control whether there's going to be light enemies in the Spiral Abyss. Nobody can. So we don't really know. Obviously, he's really good for exploration and world. So is Kazuha, though. So we don't really. It's not really a fair point. But yeah, you're just Venti really just yeah. I don't know what to say. Like, it's a direct replacement. I just there's nothing to say. Don't summon on Venti. There's a direct replacement that's gonna come in the next update. I could totally, if the banners were reversed and Kazuha was coming out instead of Venti, and then Venti came out afterwards, I might have said, oh yeah, you can summon on Venti, because Venti's still good, but you have the direct replacement next update. Like, this is my theory, obviously, but like, are they seriously gonna go how long without a Kazuha rerun? A year without Kazuha? I just don't understand that. If we see a Yoimiya rerun after, if we don't see Kazuha in 2.7, I am going to question, like, whether they think they messed up. We could never see a Kazuha rerun at that point. I thought it was coming in this update. I thought it was gonna be Kazuha and Ayaka and Venti. I thought they were gonna do a triple rerun. They did not. They could also always do a triple rerun, but we never know. It makes no sense that Kazuha is being put like after. It makes no sense that Venti's getting his rerun right now, and I just have nothing else to say. Don't summon on Venti. It's not a good idea. No matter what the 4 stars are. And the 4 stars on his banner can't even be that good, because we just got Bennett's banner, and then we also got Kujosara's banner. So what are we doing? Like, what are the 4 stars? Like, I'm going to give you the best banner it could possibly be, and I'm not even looking at any of the other banners. So let's look at the banner. So we're going to go Xingqiu, Xiangling, and then Xingqiu, Xiangling, and Yunjin. I would say is the best banner he could possibly have. And that's not, like, to buff Venti. Venti doesn't need buffs. Venti, when he works by himself, and he's great. He doesn't need anybody to buff him. He's not a main DPS. But it's just, what is the point? Even if it's Xingqiu, Xiangling, and Yunjin, Kazuha's banner is still, like, he's just a direct replacement. You're wasting your 5-star pity. I just don't understand, man. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you found this informative, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.